All right, everybody. So, I'm sorry I had to start a brand new video. I got a Facebook Messenger video call and it made my camera go off. I was so annoyed. So, I had to start a brand new video. But this is the finished result. So, looks really cute. I really like it. I can't manipulate it too much because it's actually still wet. And you're not supposed to manipulate it while it's wet. You have to let it dry thoroughly. It smells good. The product just feels so good going on. I love the texture of it. I feel like I'm playing with a putty or something, but it smells wonderful. And a lot of times when you're using products, or when I'm using them and I'm putting my hands in the product, I don't like the way that it feels on my hand. It's so sticky and tacky, and I find myself washing my hands throughout. But this just feels so good. It feels like it's even good for my skin. I'm crazy about good smells, and it smells phenomenal. You notice if I get up close here, you see those little brown gummy looking clumps? They dry clear. I had those all throughout, and the part that has already dried, like if you look here at the part that I started with, it looked like that there too, and now you can see there are none of those residue looking clumps, so that will dry. I would just say that if you had to, if you did this, make sure you do it. If you have to go out like to work, or you're going to an event or something, you don't want all this brown goop in your hair, so make sure you do it with enough time for that part to dry before you go out. But yeah, it smells good and looks really cute. Definitely a contender with my crystal gel that I usually use to do this shingling process. That's what my sister calls it anyway. She's a hairdresser from New York. I don't know if that's a widely used word, but we call this process shingling. And yeah, it looks nice. It's bouncy, it's shiny. So we'll just have to see what it looks like tomorrow. That's really gonna be the big thing after I sleep on it. Oh, and that was one thing that was like really an oversight. You're supposed to let it dry completely before you lay on it, and it's so late now. It's 8:30, so I do not think this is going to be dry before I go to bed. So I'm going to have to sit under a dryer because I definitely don't want to waste all of this work. I will say this is not for the faint at heart. This was tedious. It was very, very tedious. My fingers are hurting. You really do have to put a lot of effort into stretching your hair out as you put the pudding on your hair. And I'm going to call this pudding because that's what it feels like. That's what it smells like. So I am going to call this photogenic hair pudding. But, because this is not a wet, watery gel like the crystal gel, it takes a little bit more effort to get the product to penetrate the hair shaft, especially if you have low porosity hair like mine. And so you really do have to put a lot of effort into stretching the hair out and really kind of pressing the product into those strands. So my hands are sore, and I have arthritis in my hands, so they get sore a little bit easier than other people's, but not everything makes my hands sore, and this made my hands sore. Now, they're not in excruciating pain. They're not throbbing or swollen or anything. But the soreness just let me know like the effort that was taken. So this is tedious. It requires some effort, a lot of patience. I started this at 6:05. It's 8:30. I've had a number of interruptions. So I would say I'm cooking. I'm making some collard greens and some white beans and cornbread and fish. So I've been running back and forth to the kitchen and taking care of my kids too. So I wasn't actually sitting here for an hour and a half doing this. But I think that actual like application time, if I take away all of the interruptions, let me see, it's been 2.5 hours total. I would say definitely at least 1 hour and 45 minutes of this was application. So yeah, give yourself some time. And I'm gonna say so far, I like the product. This part of it so far is gonna get 4 stars from me, 4 out of 5. Not a full 5 just because it took so long to put the product on. But that wouldn't make me any less inclined to buy it if it works. I love what it did to my edges. I have had to reapply this to my edge already, but I think that's because I was still manipulating the hair. And also it feels so good and smells so good that I wouldn't mind reapplying this, you know, every day. And the other thing I wanted to say was, oh, if this lasts, now they said in the video you can leave this in up to 2 weeks. If this stays in for 2 weeks, this product will get a full 5 stars for me. Because to not have to wash my hair every week, that would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, I like it. I really like it. So let me let you see a little bit more. And so far, so good. So I'm going to sit under the dryer, which I would not normally do. Next time I will do this much earlier in the day. This is a pudding. It's a heavy product. It is not something that you can put on and expect to dry in a couple of hours. I think for this to really dry all the way through without heat will probably take a good, you know, 6 to 8 hours probably. So this is something you want to do in the morning, go about your day, if you don't want to sit under the dryer. If you do it at night like this, you're going to have to sit under the dryer. So I'm going to sit under the dryer and still have to stay up for a few more hours. But so far, thumbs up. I like it. And again, the thing with me right now is just like, how is this going to look in the morning? How long can I keep this in? How long can I go before I have to, you know, reconstitute the product and, you know, put all this effort into shingling it again, because this is a real tedious process. So, but if it lasts, it's worth it. It's worth it. The ingredients are nice and healthy, and if it helps my hair grow, I think I got a winner here. So I'm going to use it on one of my daughter's hair next, and I'll let you guys see some of that process too. They have different hair texture than me, so I'll let you know how it goes when I'm doing a video.
5 minutes.
I will let you know how it goes with their hair as well. So that's it, guys. Thanks. All right, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching my video, my very unprofessional video. Don't talk any crap about my video. I'm not a professional demonstrator. I just put this on here to help you out, okay? So you would know if you want to try this product. But I recommend it. I do recommend trying it, and I'll let you know for sure, in a couple of days how it's looking. Then I'll really know if I can give it a full 5 stars. But for right now, it gets 4. All right, bye.